welcome back to Yostbuilt. So I know it's been a couple of days since we posted a video, and here is the reason why. Let me take you right into the shop and you guys will see what we've actually been up to. So my door with all the stickers, shout out PFI, Carlos Tuning, 2J Racing, Turbo Bay, all the people that sponsor, help us out. Yostbuilt for the win. You see I have a oil pan and an oil pump taken apart right here. So this was the oil pump that we had on a spare SRT4 motor that we were going to put the billet input shafts in, or billet gears into, and put the CSX motor together. As you can tell, that is damaged, and here I'll actually show you in depth. If you ever take an oil pump apart and you see groove marks like this is actually rides inside of this piece, and they actually ride in here. Here's your oil pickup. So you pump the oil through here, you know, makes your oil pressure and then sends it out. Here's your relief valve, yada yada yada. So the balance shaft tensioner was broken. As you can see right here, this piece was broken off, so this was tilted kind of sideways in there, and then this thing is all ate up. So we had to order an oil pump. Takes a couple of days for it to get here, but that's actually not what we've been working on. Mainly what we have been working on is reorganizing the shop. So if you noticed, we used to have all the shelves all stacked up, and it was kind of cluttered over there in the corner. We had a car here, 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 here. DA hasn't moved. If you want to see the wiring on the DA, here, I'll open the hood. Motors in there, intakes in there, wiring, a little bit left. I've actually been trying to sponsor or get somebody to make me an under dash harness. This is what the wiring looks like right now. So if you know anybody that will make a custom harness, all I need is headlights, taillights, ignition, fuel, and start. That's all I need. I want to take as much weight out of the DA as possible, so I started messing with the wiring a lot. Pretty much everything else is done. I just need to get whatever I want to figure out to do with the wiring. But that is not the reason why we have been gone. This is the reason. See the spot over here? All cleared out besides the motors over there, which they have a new place to go. But this right here is our first lift in the shop. So you see all the boxes over here. What we did, I know during the quarantine, you're not supposed to travel. We drove out to New Jersey and purchased this Atlas Platinum lift. You know, I didn't make a video on installing it or anything like that, but drilling all the holes for the concrete, making the plates, setting up these and setting the tension on them, setting up the hydraulics, putting these leg lifts together. These things are extremely heavy. These things are extremely heavy. Doing all the measurements and drilling the concrete. You can see a little bit of dust on the DA. That's why I have the intake and header and everything on it, so it's sealed up. These two spare motors over here, the only two I didn't put in bags because they're complete. Even though I should have put them in bags, I put everything else, covered it up. And then if you guys didn't know, we had a spare neon outside. If you look at the beginning of this video, you'll see a neon with a little stripe on the center. That is our spare neon so that we can convert our ACR to a single cam automatic. If you guys don't know, automatics are a lot faster than manuals. Just throwing it out there. So here's our turbo rear-wheel drive setup, all of our tires and everything. We have to move all of this stuff because we have our lift. Now what we've been waiting on, and you know, it's quarantine time, so it's kind of hard to get people to come to houses, but we need to wire up 220. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna learn a lot. But this is all set up. Oh, we also have to get hydraulic fluid. This thing takes 3.5 to 5 gallons of hydraulic fluid. Another thing. So yes, we have an official lift for our center bay. Now, it's something very interesting for me because I've personally never had a lift of my own. I've never been able to lift cars up and work on them for transmission issues, you know, anything. So now that I actually have a lift and we have a lot of garage space, you know, we're clearing everything out so that we have a lot more space in here. it'll be much simpler to make videos doing brakes and, you know, engine swaps and everything, and I won't be on the floor. If you guys don't know, that kind of gets boring after a while. And our shop is heated and AC'd. We are up here in Pennsylvania, but we do have heat and AC in the shop. I'd hang a fan up there. I'll probably put another fan up there. All of the tires are going to be moving out of the way. We're trying to clear this wall off. We want the videos to have as much open area. If you guys see the shop in person, you'll notice how big the shop actually is. If you see it on videos, everyone thinks it's a really small, like cramped up shop. And I just got the feeling that it looked like that because of all the stuff we had laying around. So what we've been doing is reorganizing everything. This is basically my green car shelf. This is the interior parts. Here's the Fiat motor. You know, we have our Turbo Dodge shelf. We have, you know, extra pieces. This is juke stuff. This is our neon seats that we're saving for the neon. This is an extra set of neon seats. That's a whole SRT4 wiring harness. There's the Lexan windows for the DA. So yeah, we've been up to a lot of work. We've literally moved everything in our garage twice now. The reason for that is we need the space. So we have all the cars outside, which are fine. They're all sealed up, nothing leaks in them. The only car that can't go outside is this because the windows leak. It has Lexan, it's not sealed 100% yet. Maybe once I seal this car up, we can put it outside too. You know, it's not really any restrictions on putting that car outside. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's been going on, why we, you know, you haven't really seen shop content in the last week. Yeah, and if you guys have never installed a lift before, drilling those dang concrete holes is the worst thing ever. It makes such a mess. So like I said, I covered up some of the motors and stuff thinking, oh, okay, it'll be a little bit of concrete dust everywhere. That stuff is so messy and it becomes a pain cleaning it off of everything. And you'll also notice that we moved our toolbox right here next to the lift. Ease of accessibility. So yeah, we got a lot more moving and cleaning up to do. I hope you guys are happy that we have a lift now. So, you know, in the future, if I need to work on a customer's car or something like that, or, you know, start to work on customers' cars, because right now, you know, we don't accept any outside work because quarantine, lots of issues. So yeah, we have a lift. That's where we've been. That's what we've been up to. So it is a 9,000 pound capacity lift, so we can do trucks. The only thing that I personally, you know, see an issue with is how low the roof is. The roof is 10 foot 5 inches or something like that. But on most vehicles, you know, once you get the car itself up to here, you know, most vehicles won't hit the roof with the car up here with the interlockings like that. So, you know, I can get the wheels and tires about, you know, right here, so I'm not, you know, hurting backs or anything, and then do oil changes and everything. We have a little, you know, roll around creeper that we can use. But, you know, this is a good starter lift. I think it's going to work great for us. We have something big coming for right here. I'm not going to talk about it yet, but you'll see this whole area will sooner or later get cleared out because we have something fantastic going to go over here. Let me go outside and we'll talk about what's out here. So yeah, like I said, a lot of changes coming, a lot of big things coming. If you guys had never seen our shop before, the green car's right here, the Juke's over here warming up. There's the CSX. The CSX is, you know, still motorless. We're waiting on cams and an oil pump for it. As you saw, that oil pump was no good, so still motor free. Spirits right here. We need to change up a few things on this car, but still here, runs. We drive it around. This is the parts neon. Thing's ugly. This is the Jeep. I don't know if I've put the Jeep on the channel besides that video driving around. This is our Jeep Liberty. The cool thing about this Jeep Liberty, I think it's locked, but if you look right there, you can see that it's 5-speed. Well, it's also a 2.4 4-cylinder Mopar. So we can basically make it into a rear-wheel drive SRT4 Jeep, 4-cylinder edition. That's kind of the end-all goal. turbo it, have fun with it. It's super slow. It probably runs, we'll take it to the track. The track is opening. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. And then if you guys don't know, this is our 63 Plymouth Valiant. This is actually the car I drove to high school. As you see, boom, no motor. But this is the car I drove to high school. If you guys knew me back then, this was my little high school daily driver mod. I used to always race with flip-flops. If I wore flip-flops, you knew races were gonna happen. This thing is so slow. It's just sitting outside. Got some body work to do, which is a pain, but we're gonna learn together. But yeah, this is the cars in the shop, and then our car trailer's over there. So big update for us is that the track is opening on May, I think it was May 9th or May 11th. They're gonna have the first test and tune, and once that opens up, then we have something to do with the cars. The track is only 30-40 minutes away from here, so once we have a lift, a track, we'll get back to regularly scheduled programming. But just guys, wanted to give you guys an update on what we've been up to. A lot of cleaning, a lot of moving, and installing the first lift in the Yostbuilt shop. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until the next one.